Hey Homespot friends, welcome back. Ready to transform a small corner into a serene Balinese escape? Today we'll explore tranquil layouts, lotus ponds, and mindful touches that invite calm into compact spaces. If you crave soft water sounds and tropical foliage, you're in the right place. I'm glad you're here. Let's slow down together and step into soothing, nature-led design. In this intimate courtyard, a teak deck steps gently down to soft gravel, inviting bare feet and slow breaths. Frangipani blooms drift on warm air, while dwarf bamboo frames the edges. At the heart, a circular lotus bowl sends ripples that calm restless thoughts. Listen for water meeting stone, a subtle rhythm beneath quiet bird calls. The deck's split levels create microspaces for contemplation, morning tea here, afternoon reading there. As light moves, leaves paint shifting patterns, turning a small yard into a daily meditation. Follow the narrow path, where black lava stepping stones guide your pace between slender water troughs. Dwarf lotus lift their faces to the sun, floating beside bright green rosettes. At the alley's end, a simple bamboo bench waits, promising unhurried moments. This intimate corridor slows time with a whispering breeze and the faint tapping of leaves. Reflections gather and slide along the water's skin, capturing clouds. Sit, exhale, and watch serenity collect in small details, the way light settles, the way stillness grows. A carved Meru-style shrine anchors the corner, its dark silhouette grounded by lavastone textures. Birds' nest ferns unfurl like gentle guardians, while glossy philodendron leaves catch glints of sunlight. A small tray of flowers and incense turns daily presence into quiet ritual. The Nook invites reverence without words. Simply step near and soften your gaze. Time stacks like offerings. One breath, another, then peace. As evening arrives, the shrine gathers shadows and fragrance, shaping a sanctuary where gratitude can rest and the heart becomes light. Rain travels down a copper chain, bead by bead, into a pebble-lined corner pond. Each drop writes a tiny circle, then yields to another. Mossy stones cradle ferns and pandanus, weaving texture and scent, while lotus leaves float like green moons in miniature. When the clouds clear, the chain sings softer, yet the pond keeps its hush. Edges blur between water, stone, and leaf, inviting your attention to linger. Stand close, breathe deep, and let the cadence of falling water suggest a gentler rhythm within. A vertical screen of bamboo poles draws a natural boundary, catching sunlight in warm stripes. At its feet, a ribbon of low plants, liriope, phytonia, bromeliads, braids color and pattern. A single lady palm stands poised, sculptural and calm, holding the scene together. This small sanctuary feels larger by design, layering heights and textures to extend the eye. The screen filters breeze and view, leaving you with a softened, private world. Pause here and notice balance. One strong shape, many delicate notes, everything breathing easily. A narrow rill runs alongside the path, just wide enough to reflect sky in slivers. Flat stones punctuate the water's line, guiding steps with intention. Dwarf papyrus and acorus grasses lean and sway, adding gentle motion and soft, whispering edges. Walk slowly and let the rill pace your breath. One step, one ripple, one quiet moment. Here, sound is minimal yet present, a constant thread beneath the day. The garden feels larger through movement, inviting you to keep returning, always finding calm. On a round, whitewashed patio, a central clay urn cradles lotus leaves like floating plates of stillness. At night, the plumeria canopy frames a slice of moon. Ground lights tuck among pebbles, turning shadows into soft halos that cradle silence. This space asks for nighttime tea and conversation that drifts gently. Even the breeze seems to step lightly, careful not to disturb the water's glass. Look up, look down, and find the same bright circle, moon above, moon reflected, balancing heaven and earth. Matte black lava pavers set a grounded base, cool and elemental underfoot. Brass bowls gleam softly, planted with anthuriums and bromeliads that offer tropical drama. At center, a gold leaf statue stands still, turning sunlight into a ceremonial pause. Here, contrast creates calm. Dark stone absorbs, golden details glow. The scene feels curated yet natural, like a temple garden captured in miniature. With each passing cloud, the palette shifts slightly, reminding you that even quiet elegance is alive and breathing. An arched bamboo trellis marks entry, draped with jasmine and passionflower like living lace. Step through and scent gathers around you. Pandan leaves whisper, gardenia blooms linger. The threshold becomes its own destination, a gentle greeting for the senses. Morning light threads the arch and pools on the path beyond. Every arrival feels ceremonial, every departure reluctant. Let the gateway reset your pace. Slow steps, long exhale, shoulders eased. The garden begins before you see it. Fragrance opens the door. Water slides down a ribbed lavastone panel, transforming texture into sound. It collects in a slim trough where lotus pads drift and guppies flash like tiny embers. Pockets in the wall cradle trailing ferns, softening the vertical plane with living drapery. Stand close and feel the cool rising from stone, the hush that calms conversation. This moving wall makes space feel taller, deeper, more enfolding. Watch reflections tremble on the surface and notice tension dissolving, as if carried away by the falling sheet. Along the boundary wall, a slender raised pond stretches like a reflective brushstroke. A seating ledge invites lingering, feet hovering just above water. At one end, lotus pads gather. At the other, soft lights stir gentle shimmer after dusk. Rest here and let koi trace patient routes beneath your thoughts. Their movement is slow punctuation, teaching pauses between busy lines of life. With every glance, the pond returns focus to breath and posture, until stillness feels natural again. A square courtyard unfurls in a mosaic of pebbles, concentric rings radiating from center. For corner planters hold architectural leaves, dwarf bamboo, maidenhair fern, calathea, sansevieria, forming a green compass. The ground itself becomes a map toward calm. Step into the rings and feel your stride smooth, circle by circle. The pebbles massage awareness into sols, while the geometry clears mental clutter. Here, quiet blooms without effort, an order that invites softness rather than rigidity, welcoming a slower state. Terracotta jars stack in a gentle cascade, passing water from lip to lip before it settles into a lotus basin. Around them, ti plants, coleus, and elephant ears layer color and shade. The scene hums with warmth and handmade charm. Listen to water tumble like low laughter between friends. The earthy clay anchors everything, even as leaves flaunt brightness and bold shapes. This is a place for simple pleasures, tending a leaf, adjusting a stone, watching sunlight collect in terracotta curves. A light shade sail stretches above dense plantings, catching sun and cooling the air below. Mist nozzles whisper, turning afternoon into rainforest morning. Ferns, alocasia, and monstera knit a lush understory around a basalt bowl where lotus blooms float quietly. Step inside and the world softens, edges blur, temperature drops, breath deepens. Moisture beads on leaves and your shoulders relax. This pocket proves immersion can happen in a meter or two if textures, shadows, and water are allowed to collaborate. Stepping stones run like beads, each inset with a tiny niche for daily flowers. Temple grass softens the borders, while dwarf ixora dots color like blessings. The path becomes practice, a small pause, a petal placed, a moment noticed. Walk slowly and let gratitude keep pace with your steps. The garden records devotion in small bright marks, then returns it as calm. Over time, the ritual deepens, turning movement into meditation and the simplest blossoms into meaningful conversation. On a balcony, long planter boxes grow bamboo, pandan, and trailing philodendron into a green fringe. A suspended lotus bowl gathers sky and rain, while bamboo chimes stir a soft, woody song. Even high above the street, tranquility finds a home. Lean on the railing and watch leaves write shadows on the wall. The wind edits the melody, sometimes barely there, sometimes present and persuasive. This compact refuge invites pauses between tasks, reminding city days to breathe and soften around you. Rough lava stones build tiny terraces, each pocket nurturing a different resident. Bromeliads up high, ferns midway, moss near the waterline. At the base, a petite lotus bowl reflects light. The composition feels ancient, geological, and surprisingly tender. Trace the steps with your eyes and notice how scale reshapes awe. In a small space, cliffs and valleys still exist, merely condensed. This micro-landscape invites patient viewing, rewarding attention with new textures, new sprouts, and quiet resilience after rain. A curved stucco bench gathers you into its arms, cushions woven with warm tones. Before it, a reflective pond gathers sky, offering a tranquil counterpoint. Travelers' palm leaves rise like sails, while slender bamboo adds a soft, rustling backdrop. At day's end, sit and watch colors loosen from the sun and settle on water. Conversations drift toward whispers, then toward silence. The niche teaches rest like a friendly mentor, reminding you that stopping can be as purposeful as moving. A dwarf sacred fig stands opposite a round lotus vessel, two presences in quiet conversation. Between them lies a raked gravel spiral, a subtle gesture towards center. The scene balances root and float, earth and water, with elegant simplicity. Approach slowly and feel the dialogue deepen, the fig's steady patience, the lotus's reflective hush. Stand in the spiral and breathe until thoughts match the garden's pace. Here, wisdom arrives without effort, carried on leaves, water, and a circle drawn in stone. Thanks for joining this peaceful walk through Balinese-inspired, small space garden ideas, lotus reflections, textured lava stone, and gentle water guiding mindful moments. If this episode sparked your next sanctuary, tap like to support the channel, subscribe for more calming design, and share your favorite idea in the comments. Your feedback shapes future videos. Until next time, breathe easy and keep growing serenity.